Hey guys, welcome. This is going to be a short video talking about using a mod called Compound Bow Plus. My name is Sleepy Lloydie. I've been working on this for the past couple of weeks, and yeah, the compound bow, not that exciting. I got to level 70, wasn't exactly what I hoped it would be. So what we're hoping to do with this mod is add in a few new arrows, and the first arrow we've got here is a trank metal arrow. It looks pretty similar to the normal one. We've just done a little bit of work on the texture, made it green, nice and easy to see. And we've also got the drain metal arrow, which is orange. Scorpion. The trank metal arrow does 53 damage, as opposed to the 150 that a metal arrow is going to do. And because the torpor scales with the damage, it's going to knock things out a lot faster. As it did with that low-level Scorpion. And if you go up, you can pick the arrows back up. It should give us... Yep, there we go, one metal arrow. This guy has taken almost 400 health, 395 health damage. His torpor's all the way up. You can see his food there, slowly starting to drop. Stamina's still almost at max. Just to give you a quick example though, with this drain arrow, if we're to hit the Scorpion, once again we just picked that arrow straight back up as a metal arrow, it's going to have dropped its stamina right down, not to 0 yet, to 1.0, and it's dropped its food all the way down. If water was showing on this little guy, we'd also be able to see that its water had dropped. And really the idea is to sort of give you an option for tranking some of those bigger, harder to trank dinos with the trank arrow. A level 120 T-Rex is going to take roughly 15. Actually, just give me a second and I'll show you how many it takes to take down a 120 T-Rex. I'll be out there. Alright guys, here we are. We have a level 120 Tyrannosaurus Rex. And we're using the trank arrows. Let me just turn off infinite ammo so you can see the bullet. Whoa, almost fell off. Whoop, he did fall off the edge there. We are running God mode though, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And really the idea behind this mod is we want to be able to take down some of these big dinosaurs a little bit easier once you get to a higher level. I count that as 8, 9, oh dear. Who am I kidding, we've got God mode on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, there we go. As expected, and if we have a look, he's still full food, full stamina. His health's dropped from 4,800 down to 3,300, so that's roughly like 1,500 damage, which is coming out about 100 per arrow. In the mod I have coded the damage on the arrows to 53. A trank dart out of a long neck rifle does 26, just to give you a bit of an idea. And yeah, it's down. And just to demonstrate that drain arrow again. That drain arrow sticks his food all the way down to 0. Now this is going to drop the taming effectiveness quite significantly. And it is also going to cause this guy to start taking some health damage now that his food's gone down to 0. But I'm hoping the drain arrows make an interesting dynamic in PvP. This mod is fully stackable. I'm running it right now with a bunch of other mods installed. You can see here in my engram list I've got one of the building mods installed. I've got the industrial grinder and the pet finders and corpse finders and a box mod and glass metal and a bunch of other stuff just to show that it's stackable. It will appear in your engram list based on the order in which your server admin loads it. So here we go. The trank metal arrow requires you to know the compound bow metal arrow and narcotic. It becomes available at level 70 and it's going to cost you 1 engram point. and the drain metal arrow also becomes available at level 70, costing 1 engram point. And so this mod doesn't need a special little box. These can be crafted in your inventory. The crafting cost for the trank metal arrow is 5 narcotics and 1 metal arrow, and the crafting cost for the drain metal arrow is 1 metal arrow and 5 rare mushrooms. And just to prove it can be used with a compound bow and the arrow straight out of the fabricator, I will be back in a second and I will show you that in progress. Here we are at the fabricator. Let's just turn this bad boy on, and we're going to make ourselves a compound bow. And what about we just make 100 of those arrows, and just as those craft up, this is unchanged by the mod. These still need to be crafted in the fabricator. They still have exactly the same crafting requirements, and if you've crafted them prior to installing this mod, you should be able to use them with this mod. Now we've got in this storage chest, here we go, some narcotics and some rare mushrooms. And here we go, let's just make 5 of these. And 5 of these. There we go. Whoop, we made 6 of those. And as you can see, they drag onto the compound bow that's just come out of our fabricator. And we can put this on there. So there you have it, guys. I hope you are as excited as I am about the possibility of Compound Bow Plus. I've got a couple of ideas for some other arrows. I want to do a harpoon type arrow that's going to allow you to add weight to the target. I'm hoping to be able to sort of get some people playing with the different arrows and to give me some feedback as to whether the trank metal arrow, is it too OP, is it too overpowered, is it too weak, does it do too much damage. The current version I'm showing is an alpha version, version 0.2, which is the version I just added in those drain arrows with. And I haven't worked out how to reduce the food and stamina relational to the damage that you do. I'm hoping to sort of do it a bit like the torpidity, and to take away maybe 100, 150 stamina, 100, 150 food, 100, 150 water, scaled on damage. So if you hit a large dino like a Spino, you might need to hit that more times than say a player to cripple them. But yeah, hopefully future versions I'm going to work all of that stuff out. Leave a comment on the mod page. There's a link in the description which will take you straight to the mod over on Steam. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We will see you next time.